keeps. Had to make out with a feast, a family to feed. Third cold where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now. Read on with the game now. They're here with a lane now. My home second with a rain now. Legendary on the field, kinda drip is a skill, it's the highest cruiser bill, ain't nothing just to heal. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Stiff on, spin move, in zone, scope. Off the sideline, a touchdown, I put on the show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
The ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Haskins. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
At the 23-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Eagles
1st and goal. A chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on second and third down here.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Eagles have taken the early lead. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
Makes the score Eagles 7. Washington.
Following the touchdown, Hoff Richter to kick off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
On first down, it's Haskins. And he'll complete this to Gibson.
Haskins pass.
It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards.
First down, Washington.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Buying time to his left. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Possession.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped him. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Haskins on 3rd down. And he's able to find Diggs. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
Washington.
Trying the power game with Ham. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. C.J. Ham with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On second down, here's Fournette. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On play action, now Brady. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pick up there at 20 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Throwing again. Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Brady. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. These kickers now used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they're all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now Haskins down around his goal line. Forced out to his left. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Another day, another.
Picked off at the 14. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. It turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Set to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Out
out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
Leonard Fournette on the
nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You can't block me. You can't block me. 26 months. 26 months. Defense wins championships, baby.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Brady. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the 1st half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
26 months. 26 months.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
From the gun, Brady. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Danny. Sponge.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Brady. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Montez Sweat has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
26-yard attempt.
Marr able to put this one through. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the field goal there counts what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Haskins. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And a Washington 1st down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. The left side caught by Diggs. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Now Haskins on 1st down. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45.
7 yards, the pickup there.
2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Haskins going to throw again. Henry's got it out on the left side. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Again, it's Haskins. They'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Washington.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
But Washington looked to get this one back, and indeed they did. They will still have possession.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
That'll be caught. Rager with it. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
49-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, Brady. Left side here to Sanders. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
3rd down.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
From midfield, here's Brady. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. The kick by Maher is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake. How about the other side, learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
Haskins' pass complete to Terry McLaurin. A gain of
this offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Haskins to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th, now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Sliding out of the pocket. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Operating from the gun, Haskins, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So here we count real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. From the gun, Haskins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play. Now Haskins. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Hunter Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Defensively, it was Avonte Maddox with a tackle.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they get it.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins.
He'll find Gibson here complete.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Flushed out right. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Nice play, man. Wait, set. 380. Check it, reload. Hey, 166.
Play action. Now it's Brady. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Working from the gun, it's Brady.
Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down. And they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 38, Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Brady. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. That throw by Brady incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Now they go screen. It's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 8. And Brady's throw there incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Brett Maher on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Maher is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do and kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And remember, despite giving up the field goal, this is still a 1-score game. They're in need of the touchdown and a 2-point conversion. A field goal on this drive likely doesn't do them much good. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Flush to his right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
Washington.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a give right side. It's Gibson, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Back at the 40-yard line.
Here's Haskins out of the gun.
Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time.
Picked off by Dylan Cole. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
33-yard line.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 31-yard line.
From the gun, it's Brady.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Montez Sweat in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much.
Out to his left. Now he'll square up and throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. What a play that turns out to be. 36 yards. Looking to throw, Haskins. Pass incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Haskins. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 12-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Hunter Henry with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year.
And Washington now within a 2-point conversion of tying this game.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Haskins going to throw again, and he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
It makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
It's 36, 11 yards there, first down.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. To throw is Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw.
That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It'll be a gain of 11, and it'll move the chains.
At the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
26 mark.
One final try now for Brady. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
Today's finals, Washington 30.
Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Washington, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile,
T-Rag got me.
Hit one and be some, you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before. But I can't go, no I can't go. And whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect? Give them more than what I get, expecting up the back. In fact, you know, I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more. Okay. Look, sometimes you need the faith. Sometimes you need to know your worth. Sometimes you need to wait. Shoot like the golden boy, but ain't from the bay. You can't negotiate with Drake. You gon' have to pay. But wait, jugging on the main stage, the mainframe. Loosen up your face, baby. Sometimes I need a vacate, meditate, hydrate, protect my energy before engagement.
Grew up having nothing, you're labeled impatient. But once the boss made it, you're labeled amazing. Meticulous with words, such a force of nature. I don't wanna seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I wanna see. Oceanfront residences, 3 different ones a week. Cause I deserve that, it's time to learn that. Mess around and put that thing up where your permit. 6 figures every year, yeah, I earn that. At the front of this line is where my turn at.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe. Oh. Men gon' lie, women gon' lie. You're looking for the truth and the numbers don't hide. Looking for the root of all evil, then you need to go open up the briefcase, see with your eyes. Everybody claim to be greatest of all times, but they never spend a day in the rain in the front line. No lie. Stop playing on my phone line. Pull up in the space coupe with the roof optional. Wonder why they follow suit. I've been groomed from the womb. Came out of my mama with some running tennis shoes. Faster than the speeding bullet. Nah, it's cool, it's cool. Don't play with it, baby. Say so what you gon' do with it? Stop playing. If you don't do it, then you don't play with it, baby. Exactly. Yeah. You were built like that.
Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chicks, you don't know that occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. check, try and run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, try and run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Try and duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteemed. And she try and link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Long tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in the bag, I'm about to get in it. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, try and run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the ball down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Try and tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She says she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat.
Irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. I feel just like Vegeta Prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Mean I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big, told them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what? Let me stop.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo, yeah, Nike check. I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got chats coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it, watch me do it. All them on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never do. Ayo, Nike check, t-shirt check, sneakers check, socks check, hoodie check, shorts check, Nike check. I done made about $1 million.